right, good morning everyone. Good morning Hannah and Alejandro. Today we are working on lesson 3-2 and it's expanded form. Has anyone heard of expanded form before? Okay, so all expanded form is that you are breaking your number apart. You are expanding it. Instead of one number, we're making it bigger. So right now we're only working with 2 digits, tens and ones, right? 2 digits, we have a tens column, we have a ones column. So all we are doing is breaking that apart, expanding it. So if we take the number 73 in your example that you see, how many tens do we have? Charlotte?
7.
We have 7 tens, and 7 tens equals what? 70. How many ones do we have? Stephen? 3. So that is our expanded form. 70 plus 3 equals 73. That's all we are doing. But besides that, we're also showing it with our base 10s. So how many base 10s do we need? How many 10s do we need? Juliana? How many of these are we going to need?
7.
We're going to need 7. Because we know that 7 tens equals how much? 70. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 7. How many ones are we going to need, Ella? 3. So we're going to slide 3 over here. Okay, so this is our expanded form. 70 plus 3, also showing this way. 7 tens, which is 70, plus 3 ones to give you 73 again. So 2 different ways to show your expanded form. Alright? Okay, so for number 1, we'll do this together. We'll do our practice together. So number 1, it says the same number can be shown in different ways. Cross out the incorrect way to show the number. So for number 1, we have the number 27. We have 2 base 10s and 2 ones. What does that equal? Connor? 22. Then we have 2 10s and 7 ones. What does that equal? Simone? 27. Then we have 20 plus 7. What does that equal, Jack?
What was it again?
20 plus 7.
20 plus 7 is 27, and we're on the wrong page. See?
Oh, we are on the wrong page.
Yeah, I can see that.
I do that a lot to you guys, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Let's go back to page 115. I was there to begin with, wasn't I? Oh no, it's the same thing for both pages. I think that's what confuses me. Okay, so ignore that. You guys can do that on your own, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look again. Write how many tens and ones, then write the number in expanded form. So how many tens do we have there? Juju?
4.
We have 4 tens, so you put a 4 where it is just before your tens. And how many ones do we have? Diego?
8.
8. So you're going to put an 8 in front of your 1. So go ahead and do that. So we have 4 tens, 8 ones. So what are we going to write for the expanded form? Miles, what are we going to write for the expanded form? What do you think we're going to write?
4, 10, 8.
We put 4 tens, we have 8 ones, so what is our expanded form?
48.
How are you going to write that? What are you gonna write down, the last thing? What did you write there?
40 tens.
What?
40 tens.
40 tens? And then what?
I mean, no 40 tens.
What?
No 40 tens.
No 40 tens. What are you writing?
4 tens.
4 tens. And where are you writing this at? Under your tens?
Mm-hmm.
What? We already wrote, we filled in the blank in front of the tens, we put 4, and in front of the ones, we put an 8. What is the expanded form under that? Do you see it says blank plus blank?
Mm-hmm.
What are you putting there?
4 and 8.
A 4 and an 8. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Miles, look up here. So if you add 4 plus 8, what do you get? What's 4 plus 8?
12.
12. Okay, does 12 equal this? Okay, so what do you think we could change? Remember when we just talked about how we expand? How do we expand a number?
I don't know.
Were you not listening to us when we were doing this?
I forgot.
We were just talking about it, sweetheart. Corey,
I'm gonna put a 40 and an
a 40 and an 8, because when we add 40 plus 8, what do we get, Corey?
8.
48. Does this match this? Does that match that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so real important that you guys are paying attention to me, all right? You guys, I want your eyes up here. I want your focus up here.
I am.
All right, let's look at the next one. Number 2. All right, Vivian, what do we have for number 2? How many base 10s and how many ones do we have? 1 10 and 6 ones. All right, so that's what we have. What are we going to put for our, to fill in for our 10 and our 1s? Vivian, what are we gonna put right for the first one?
Put the 1 in the 10
Okay,
and put the 6 in the 10.
very good. And then what are we going to put down here? What's gonna go here? What's gonna go here? Excellent. And 10 plus 6 equals?
16.
Does that equal 16?
Yeah.
Does this equal 16?
Yeah.
Perfect. Right, any questions on this one? Is anyone still not understanding it? You don't, you can do another one, Dylan.
I know.
You're what?
I know it.
You're getting it? Awesome, good, then you're gonna do the next one.
What is
Okay, so let's turn our page over. We're on number 3. And Dylan's going to do number 3. So our number is 61. How many 10s are there and how many 1s are there?
6 tens and 1 1.
So 6 10s, 1 1, and what is our expanded form, Dylan?
6 plus 1.
What is it?
6 plus 1.
6 plus 1? Okay, so if we go 6 plus 1, and what does that equal?
61.
What?
61.
6 plus 1 equals 61?
7.
Equals 7. So what do we need to correct then? And what does this 6 need to be? 60. Very good. Okay, So we need to change that to 60. Now, when you do this, when you add them, when you expand it, break it apart, always double check by adding the two numbers together. If the two numbers, when you add them together, do not equal the number that we are working on, then you know you've done something wrong. And it's usually where you forgot to make this tens. You're just making it one, so if you add a 6 and a 1, you get 7, you don't get 61. Alright, so always, that's a good way to check to make sure you're getting it right. Did you have a question, Diego? Okay. Alright, number 4, yes, Connor?
Is three tens, 0 ones, and...
Oh, you're doing the next problem.
Yes.
Oh, you're so
So
fast.
the expanded form is 30 plus 0.
There you go. So for number 4, you have 3 tens, 4 ones, and your expanded form is 30 plus 0. Because you don't have any ones in your tens column for 30. Yes, Diego?
Why did you say 4?
Why did you say what?
Why did you say 4?
Where did we say? Oh, for number 4.
Oh.
We're on number 4. Connor, I didn't know he was raising, I thought he had a question, all of a sudden he started doing problem 4. So we're on number 4, okay? Now we're moving, yes, Gigi? Let me call someone that hasn't done one yet, okay?
I haven't done one.
Okay, oh my, number 5. Eli, you're sitting there so patiently with your hand up. Okay, so what do we got?
So for the tens will be 5, and for the ones will be 5.
So 5 tens, 5 ones, and what's our expanded form, Eli?
Our expanded form is 50 plus 5.
50 plus 5. Is there anyone that is still having a little difficult problem with this, or are we good? Yes, Connor?
This isn't really a question, but why don't they do math like the number 5 plus 5 would be 55. 50 plus 50 equals 5,000.
Because that would be incorrect.
It would be fun. It would be easier.
It'd be fun, but we would all be wrong, and nobody would know what anybody's doing. It would be like the sign maker's assistant. Everything would be all jumbled up.
I don't know.
We wouldn't know what we were doing.
5 does not equal 6. 6 plus 6.
I love it though. Okay, we are moving on to number 6. Kate uses expanded form to record the number of points she scores in a board game. How many points does Kate score? So she's got 60 plus 4. So how many points does she score, Brad? 64. Easy peasy, right?
Easy peasy.
Okay. Number 7. Lonnie has 39 colored pencils. She wrote 3 plus 9 to show the expanded form for 39. I'm going to do that. Explain what Lonnie did wrong, then show the correct way to write 39 in expanded form. So what did she do wrong, Diego? She put a 3 instead of writing 30. Very good. So first you need to write that she wrote 3 instead of writing 30. So write that on your problem first. Write it. She wrote She wrote 3 instead of 30. Because her number was 39. was the mistake. And what should she have written, Charlotte?
30 plus
30 plus 9. So then you would write that underneath to show the correct way of writing it. Are we feeling pretty good about this? Thumbs up? Thumbs down if you're not. I don't know what that is, Miles.
Thumbs up.
Thank you. Okay. So we're gonna do the remaining on your own, then we'll check together. You can do more practice and homework. We actually did that first one together. So for your more practice, it wants you to cross out the incorrect way to show the number. All right, so make sure you're crossing out the incorrect way. All right, my distance learners, Hannah and Alejandro, if you need any help, just please let me know.